In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Jimmy Butler and how he plays at the small forward position. Jimmy Butler is one of the best players in the NBA, so let's get down, let's check him out, and see what he does well when he's in game. Let's get down, let's check him out. If you want to be able to shoot the basketball better, make sure to go check out the hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below. Okay, coming off of this sideline inbounds play, the Miami Heat are down by 3 points with 3.5 seconds left. If you want to be able to tie this game up, there's two ways of scoring. You can score a 3-point shot, or you can get to the rim and get an and one. What is more likely to happen to tie this game up? Well, to get a 3-point shot. And that's exactly what we see right here. He comes off of that staggered screen, and he comes to a stop. He's patient. He does a quick shot fake, which gets this guy up into the air, and this guy moving slightly over here. Not sure what he's doing. But Jimmy Butler then goes up for that shot when they were both coming back down from their jump. This means that they have zero chance of being able to block his shot and potentially hit his arm while he's going up for the shot. He ties the game up, which was absolutely fantastic. And if we actually look back, there could have been a foul call right here on the way back down, because if those arms touched, that arm's not over top of the body, it's slightly down, which means that it could have been called a foul. But the referee was smart, because why would you decide a game on free throws, let it go into overtime? That's my own personal opinion. Coming off of this screen, guess what happens? A miscommunication. Who was guarding Jimmy Butler right here? Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton, then there's a miscommunication. One might have said switch, the other one might not have. Not sure what's happening here, but guess what? Neither of them are really guarding Jimmy Butler. By guarding Jimmy Butler about 7 feet away from him, maybe 6 feet away from him, is not contesting his shot, and that allows him to hit that three. Anytime either your man goes underneath that screen or there's a miscommunication, as we see right here, that allows Jimmy Butler to be able to hit that three. I spoke to the U14 team that I coach, or at least I help coach, and there's a lot of non-communication on defense. You need to communicate or you're going to be losing games, as we've seen here. Here we have Jimmy Butler coming down slightly on a fast break style, or at least in transition, he was coming down onto offense. His man's shoulders were not square with him. They were, in fact, square towards the side or the baseline, in which case you need to step back. That creates that separation because that man is no longer going with you. He's going away from you. That man has to stop and try to recover. He's not going to have the amount of time. And of course, going towards your left side as a right-handed player allows your right side to get in line much faster. As we can see right here, his shoulder and elbow are able to get in line right away to the basket. And because of that, he was able to score that shot quite quickly. It's also more accurate going towards your left side if you're a right-handed player because, again, your right side is in line. Now, watch this post move right here. If you're a small forward, you're not just a perimeter player, you're not just a slasher, but you're somebody who needs to get to the rim and somebody who needs to know how to post up. Here, Jimmy Butler posts up. He takes one dribble, 1-2. Now, that left foot is his gather, because if we actually pay attention really quickly, he doesn't gather the ball until he lands on his left foot. And now that means that that's his pivot foot. This is the right foot, which is the foot that's able to move. When he takes that shot fake, he gets his man into the air. Anytime you get your man into the air, you need to then go up into their body, like we see right here. Lead with your arm, and guess what he does? Right there, that's the contact point. When you are going up for your shot and your defender is in the air in the post, you need to get your elbow into their armpit, which will clear them out of the way. You get the and one foul call, and it's going to give you more strength, or at least more control over where that ball needs to go. You can actually see that right here in this close-up. He kind of gets his shoulder right into the armpit of that player, which allows him to have control over that ball and gets the and one call. Let's not forget, small forward is not just a position of offense. You need to be able to stop the other team's best scorers from scoring. As a small forward, you need to play every position from point guard to center, depending on where you need to be. Depending on what your coach asks you to do, you need to be able to do. That's the multi-purpose role. You can be point guard, you can be shooting guard, you can be anything, but you got to lock up the other team's best player. And you cannot be afraid of getting dunked on. Right here, he blocks a dunk. Fantastic job, Jimmy Butler. And then he's pushing it the other way, keeping his head up, looking for options down court. And that's exactly what we see him do right here. Right hand pass to Bam Adebayo, who's then able to take it all the way to the other side. This was a fantastic defensive possession for Jimmy Butler. He was able to get that board, and he was able to go the other way. Right here, we have Jimmy Butler attacking the rim, being more of a slasher. But what does he do right here that allows him to get that basket? He quickly fakes towards his left side, which creates that top foot right there. So he's obviously going to attack the top foot. It also helps that the man who's covering middle is not even looking at the ball. In this case, he should be looking this way so that he knows where his man is and of course where the ball is, but that's not happening. So Jimmy Butler attacks the middle of the key. At that point, this guy was totally lost. He was not paying attention. He doesn't know what he's doing, and he doesn't even know what time it is in the game probably. So Jimmy Butler is able to then attack the middle. He makes body contact first. That gets this guy back onto his heels, which allows him to again attack the basket. That number 13 guy still is not playing help defense. This is absolutely a horrible defensive possession by him. And Jimmy Butler is able to do a quick spin move and gets again that elbow, that shoulder into that reaching arm of that defender and gets that and one. All of this would have never been possible if it wasn't for 13 not playing defense. And especially in the playoffs, as we can see, it's the playoffs right here, it's extremely important to be able to hit these mid-range shots. And right here, what he's able to do is he's able to drive to the baseline, comes to a quick 2-foot jump stop, which allows him to be balanced. Being able to shoot while balanced is ridiculously important. And then he goes up for the shot, but watch, he kicks his right leg out because he has to turn to get his right side in line so that he can get this shot off accurately. And that's exactly what he does. He's able to get that shot over the defender, and he's able to get that shot made. Make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout that is down in the description below. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.